Hey, welcome to Diversity in Cinema Academy. I'm Theta Catalan, and this is the place to be if you're an independent filmmaker, video creator, and screenwriter. So, all this month, and we deep into this now, I've been sharing tips all about filmmaking for my series, 24 Filmmaking Tips Till Christmas. So in this video, it's going to be all about hiring talent. And one of the things that you need to know about hiring talent is that you can get some recognizable faces in your film at a relatively decent rate. So if you're thinking like,
oh my God, I didn't see them on such and such TV show or whatever film, then I may not be able to get them or whatever.
You may be able to. And so always don't ever think that you cannot get anybody. So even for your ultra low budget, micro low budget film, because you will be surprised how many of them will come in and work. Maybe they'll work double the SAG-AFTRA. Maybe they'll work double the SAG rate. You know what I mean? So like if you have an ultra low budget film and you have to pay, you know, what the minimum is, it's somewhere around $200 now. And I also, a little tip is that you have to include, you know, a COVID fee up in there, you know, testing, you know, they gotta go in and test and all that kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind when you are creating your budget. So you got that fee in there, and then you also, you know, like I said, the ultra low budget rate is somewhere around $200. Then maybe you double it. Maybe it'd be like $400, $500, right? A day. So when I say $200, let me say that, a day. So maybe you're paying them $500 a day. And one thing about talent is that if you want them 2 days and $1,000 is starting to get a little iffy with you, you know, like if you only have a $40,000 budget, then maybe you have them come out that one day. You know what I mean? So like if they find a character, a significant character. So be sure when you're creating your script, you know, for this contained film, that you have a character that pop up like maybe in 5 different scenes like throughout the movie, so it could seem like they really like there all the time, and just shoot them out in one day. Do all 5 of these scenes in one day. A lot of movies do that with somebody like Bruce Willis. A lot of the films that he's been in, like he could be in one location, everybody else might be doing all kind of different stuff, and he could be like, I don't know, kidnapped and sitting in one room or whatever, and then they scatter him throughout the film and they shot that all in one day. So that is something to think about. Another thing to think about, you know, I've already mentioned the COVID fee, but another thing that you need to include in your budget is their talent agency fee, and they typically get about 10% of the budget. Well, 10% of their rate. So let's say, for instance, if they got $500, then their talent agency is going to get $50. So you put that in your budget to make sure that you're paying the talent agency. Another thing that you need to consider, when you're working with SAG actors, you have to use a payroll company to be able to pay them, right? SAG is not going to let you just be pulling money all random out your bank account or nothing like that. It has to go through a payroll company, because these are considered legal employees. And so you need to make sure that you get a payroll company, because you will be paying Social Security, FICA, you know, Medicare, all that good stuff. All of that needs to come out of their pay. So that is my few tips about hiring actors, talent to be a part of your film. If you want to know more, I go in further detail in my online course, Leveling Up Your Film Business. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll leave a link below. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow is going to be about scheduling. So now that we done went through all of that stuff about the director's vision, and, you know, talk to the cinematographer and the production designer, and, you know, everybody on basically what they needs are, now you can start creating schedules and budgets. But we're going to start with the schedule, because the schedule is what informs the budget. So tune in tomorrow so we can talk a little bit about scheduling and how that is very important to you maintaining structure and organization on your project. Because like I said, it affects that budget too now, child. See you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for tuning in to my 24 filmmaking tips till Christmas. If you are enjoying this series, be sure to visit Diversity and Cinema Academy's website, where they have a ton of resources there. If you're interested in leveling up your film business, you can check out my online course,